Begin.
Ever have trouble understanding your boyfriend or girlfriend? Yeah, me too. Well, it comes as no surprise to many people that men and women we speak differently. Males and females not only have different chromosomes, but we also have different communication tendencies. The communication is the most important skill in our daily life. Acknowledging these communication tendencies is very important, and we should bear the differences in mind and try to work with them rather than against them, as it helps us to avoid the potential fights in the future. Julia Susiu from University of Oradea claims that men conversation is very competitive. They seek to prevent others from dominating them, as men see the world as a place to gain the status and keep it. Their conversation will be about proving who's better and who's keeping up to date with everything that's going on in the world, business, economy, and politics. When it comes to solving problems, Carol Kinsey Goldman from Forbes magazine says that men have capacity for solving problems. As a result, they are very quick to make decisions and work forwards. Men have a commanding physical presence when speaking and use more powerful voices. They stand tall, sitting with their legs wide open or widely crossed, and their material spread out on the table, and their arms stretched out on the back of the chair. Women, however, display more warm body language. Goldman also says that women tend to pay more attention and look at the speaker in the eyes. They lean forward, smile, nod, and tilt their heads. The process that the women use to solve the problem is very different from men. Margaret Bradley from Health Guidance says women listen to information by making a mental notes and data points. For this allows women to use their collected points to form various solutions to the problems. This makes them slower than men to come to a solution, as Bradley quotes. If men are more interested in the solution, women are more interested in the journey to the solution. As men tend to be concerned with the solution, women in similar situations just need the sympathy. Whenever women complain about her work, life, and job, we don't usually focus on the message, but all we want is just a sympathetic or understanding message, like, I know what you mean, and I've been there before. Men are defined by their ability to solve the problem. Therefore, to offer them an advice is to presume that they are incapable of solving problems by themselves. The communication strengths for females are the ability to read the body language, listening skills, and effective display of empathy, while men's are commanding physical presence, effective display of power, and getting to the point interactions. Some of this information was mentioned above, and we can see differences in the strengths clearly. As it comes to weaknesses, the women tend to get overly emotional and won't get to the point. Men tend to be sensitive to the audience reactions and being so confident with their opinion. So this is some video.
Well, I was just wondering, guys. I know it's been a while, but do you want to go to the mall, like, right now?
You can say that the guys they don't pay attention to the girls because they're focusing on the games that they're playing.
Yes.
So that's an example. But what actually causes us to speak differently? I mean, we're different in physically, of course, but do our hormonal differences influence our behaviors and attitudes? Susiu states that as we learn to use language as we grow up, and since we grow up in different areas, have different backgrounds and different beliefs, all these factors lead to different ways of speaking. Being surrounded by different kind of people, friends, and family contribute to our maleness and femaleness. What we have been taught in early childhood that is appropriate for our gender also affect us to talk differently. Girls usually play in pairs or small groups, their whole life being centered by their best friends. While girls spend time talking, boys spend their time playing competitive games, their aim being to prove who's the best. Again, the differences in the male and female conversation are varied by the environment that we've been growing up in. Just being a male or female, it can make a big difference in our communication styles. When it comes to the conversation with opposite sex friend, I believe we all have experience in some kind of misunderstanding our partners. We should bear differences in mind so we can have an effective communication with our friends. We need to be able to interpret what they're saying, but by assuming that we understand it, it's not a good idea. If we don't understand, just ask them because we're not good at mind reading. Lastly, both men and women need to be aware of each other's communication styles in order to avoid miscommunication and work better together. Because the communication is dictated by genders, male and female talk differently. By learning more about the differences between the conversation styles and to be able to understand them both can help us to cope with the complexity and diversity of situations in today's world. So now, you all can understand your boyfriend or girlfriend and your friends.
Thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you very much.